So I know I'm terrible and I'm super behind on posting everything that happened this last season. 2025 was a huge year for Boo and I, and it just got super busy that I was really falling behind with videos. So I was trying to do them race by race. Again, I know I'm really behind, and I was trying to have them done by the beginning of this year. It's now 2026, whoops. But I'm gonna try to do it by month. So here's your first month recap. I'm just gonna kind of combine everything month by month, and especially the important days, because there are some huge things that happened last year, including us finally winning an open 1D race, running consistently back in the 1D after we were from here down to here and back up again. We did some amazing things finishing out the year. So I want to show you guys all those amazing things going into this season. We have some huge things planned, but I really need to recap everything that happened, because all the things that happened are super important. And if you've been following this journey for a while, you guys will be just as proud and excited to see them. So here's your first month recap.
That is your new leader.
He's a colt starting Cannibal.
Boo-hoo Lolly is the horse of
1D first place, Brooks Kadinsky.
So we just got into West Virginia and we are heading to a barrel race today. We have Boo on the trailer as well as Vegas and Allie in the back. And this is the last barrel race she's going to be with us, because she wants to be an adult and go to college and leave us forever and ever and never see us again. So we tagged her along. And this is at Henry Arena that we went to earlier this year once. This is where Boo, what did we finish there? 2D? And that's when they got new footing here. So I'm curious to see how the footing is this time. They had added more footing there. I'm hoping it has been worked and like wetted a little bit more. Sorry. I'm in the way. Because that day it was really dry and deep. But we'll see how it goes. Allie's never made it to this race because every time she's tried to come to it, it's always been canceled. I wasn't sure if it was going to get canceled this time because they've been calling for storms all week. We've had a lot of crazy weather going on. But so far it's all good. We've had mostly good driving. And tomorrow's going to be another busy day. So yesterday I was in the jumper ring. I was down in Virginia for work and was doing the meter jumpers with Letty. Came home yesterday afternoon. Now we have the night race here. And then tomorrow we have to change it all again, get up early in the morning, go to a ranch show with Larry. So it's a very busy week. And I was in Culpeper Wednesday through yesterday. Now we're racing today, ranch show tomorrow. So we'll see how this all goes. Our last race was Doswell, about 2 weeks ago now. And this is our last race before the Colonials, which is next month. Usually July, August gets pretty light for us because it's so hot. A lot of the schedules get a little lighter. So this will be Boo's last race before Colonials next month. So at least she'll have a little mid-season break going on. And then we'll gear up for Colonials. So hopefully we have some nice, good, clean, fast runs tonight, and we won't get back too terribly late since we have an early day tomorrow.
You're in the hole.
Bring it home! Bring it home! Oh, I'm so happy for her. That's probably like... Come on, Brooke! Get her! You good? Nice leg lift. Bring it home! Push!
Just for the record, it is currently 12:50 in the morning. It's almost 1. We're just getting home. Just bringing Boo out. Walk through the cobweb. Let's go get kicked out. It's full moon. And part of this marathon weekend. Gotta turn around and do it all again in less than 5 hours. Since we're getting up at like 5:30 to go to our ranch show tomorrow. I'm pulling out of here by 7:15. So, kicking horses out. Mike is flipping all the tack in the trailer from barrel racing to ranch. And do it again in a couple hours after we get inside and shower because I'm disgusting. So it's Sunday and we're on the last leg of this marathon of a week. We are heading to a ranch show this morning. We are actually pulling in now. I had to bathe Larry really quick this morning. Oh, Reba's awake. And we didn't get home until 1 o'clock this morning from the barrel race. Then we had to flip the trailer around and then took a nap because I can't say we actually slept last night after we got in and took a shower. So we napped and then we're up again and just pulling in now to the facility. Mike is husband of the year for dealing with all this crazy stuff. And like I said, he's been driving and it's been a lot of traveling just the last couple hours. So we went from me competing in Virginia this week with the show jumpers to get West Virginia last night for barrel racing, and now we're in Maryland today, heading to Howard County. So this is our, I believe, second to last ranch show this season. It's actually a buckle show that they're also having today too, so I'm hoping maybe we might get lucky. We'll see. So we'll see how today goes. It's supposed to be not as hot as yesterday's. Yesterday when we got to West Virginia, it was like 100. It was brutal. But once the sun went down, started going down, it actually felt really nice. But today it's supposed to be in the 80s, but muggy. There is cloud cover, so I'm actually hoping it stays like this and it's not gonna be too terrible. But fingers crossed, hopefully we'll see how today goes, and we'll be here again next week and also for another ranch show. But this is the only buckle one that they're doing, so hopefully maybe we can come home with some new hardware.
That's my whole goal.
Look at that t-shirt you got on. Not everybody can rock it like you do.
I ordered one like that, so don't get mad at me. Oh boy. And then she trains jumping colts as her primary job. Appreciate it. Go, Larry. Oh boy. Yeah. One hot mama right there. Honey, my wife makes the most adorable faces ever. 31 going on 16. Look at this hot thing.
So we were both soaking wet messes. It downpoured for most of the day today.
Absolutely.
It was kind of miserable. It started off super, super hot and humid and muggy, and we were trying to do trail and nobody knew how to work the gate and keep it moving. And then when it started raining, when we were getting ready for
just after you finish the walk trot
pattern, they end up.
the first rail class, right?
No, it started my pattern class because Larry didn't want to back up straight because it was downpouring in his face.
Yes.
So we were ready to go, and like there was a hold in the arena because the trail was still taking so long, and half the people needed for the next class were still trying to do it. So then they started doing the walk, jog, and pattern classes just to get people done with it. And the skies like opened up. It felt great. It wasn't hot anymore, but then it was a monsoon, and it was like downpouring sideways. So we went out there doing our pattern, and Larry like it was like the most unstraight he's ever been because he kept trying to tilt his head because it was coming so hard sideways. Like even our backup, he wasn't even trying to be mean. He was trying to back up straight, but he kept tilting his head to the side because it was like coming right at us. So he was a little crooked, and it rained like most the entire time the rest of our show, on and off downpouring. So we were soaking wet. My shinks were probably about 5,000 pounds. My arm was actually sore because my shirt was so soaking wet it felt heavy as I'm riding around. It was miserable. At least it wasn't hot at that point until the sun started trying to come out. But it was a day. And on top of that, like the judge, I swear, was half blind because Larry was actually on his game today and felt amazing. It was funny. The trail judge decided to try to quiz me about my rain chains, which was funny. But then still didn't pit me great. And then, even though he did good.
I got you there.
Yeah. And then in our like walk trot rail class, we were like, I say eighth out of like however many, a lot ish. But then we won the lope class. Like, how do we, against like the same horses? I mean, we went from not pinning to winning the next thing. Same exact thing. It wasn't like he like messed something up. So, but like she didn't look at him halter either, and it was just one of those judges that she had her couple favorites and they placed all day, except for my lope class apparently. But even what I was annoyed with in our lope pattern, the person that won it, not saying that I should have won it, but the person that did win it messed up their lope departure right off the bat and got the wrong lead, and in their changes they went for a flying lead change, and the horse only swapped up front and didn't change its back for like, I swear, about 5 or 6, like over 5 strides. It wasn't until they actually got into the turn, and they still managed to win, even though they had a couple bobbles. And there was a lot of people in that class. I'm sure someone else had less bobbles about things. So it was one of those days. We're exhausted. Reba's out. I don't know where she is.
I'm about to join her.
Oh, she's looking at a little donut. Larry was tired by the end of the day. So we're finally on the way home, stuck in traffic. And we'll do it all again next weekend. Hopefully, maybe we'll have a better judge.
At least there's only one day
And
next weekend.
yeah, and next weekend's just Sunday. So we're going to go home and crash the rest of the day and try to get ready for this week. But at least next weekend will be a lighter weekend. But Larry was a superstar as always, and he was a trooper. He gets the gold star of the whole week/weekend of all the horses because he dealt with the most and was super well behaved for it all and tried really, really hard. So I couldn't be happier with him, at least. So we're on our way to a ranch show today. He's peeking. Where's Reba? Looking out the window. Reba, say hi, everybody.
She's not one talking to us.
She's not awake yet. But today we're heading to our ranch show. We were here last weekend when it decided to downpour a monsoon on us. But today I have a different horse on the trailer because Larry decided to be silly the other day, and he didn't injure himself, but he's sore. We were riding, what night was it? Yeah, Thursday night. He just got his feet done. And we were riding Boo and Jet, and so he was out there by himself with Norman, and he was just carrying on being stupid because he was by himself. And he was fine for the most part until he went to go kick the girls out, and then he was really, really sore right hind. And thankfully, like, there's no swelling, no nothing. He's getting better, but he has his joint problems, and he is not the most agile of all horses in the world. So if he slips or does something stupid, he stings himself really bad. So he's doing better, and like he's mostly sounded, but like ever so slightly, he seems a little sore on it. So I didn't want to bring him to the show today and obviously push him or anything like that. So we decided last minute that Jet is coming to the show today to show ranch, which we have never done before or really trained in or done anything like that. So we're going to see how today goes with her. I've been kind of wanting to give it a shot with Jet and see how she does. Mostly because a lot of the industry now too, ranch riding, is more or less in this area liking the smaller Rainer style horses, and not that Jet's a Rainer either, but she's tiny, but she is kind of quick and stuff like that. So we'll kind of see how today goes. It was either bring her or not. We couldn't really decide, and I was like, let's just go with it. So Mike kind of convinced me to bring her and see. Her hardest thing is that she likes to ride in a junior cow horse. She's very soft in the mouth, and we find that bit she's always happiest in. But in ranch riding, those bits are illegal because they have a gag action to them. So her old roping bit is too much for her. And I tried this other bit in her yesterday. I've ridden her in it like once or twice before a while ago. But yesterday when I rode her, she wanted to be a little bit of a brat for no reason. It was like the worst she has ever been. Yeah, thanks. And so she was just being a total moron. And so we'll see how today goes. I don't know what is going to happen, but I put this other bit in her that's a little bit softer. Hopefully she will be okay with that, and see how that handles everything. But at least today's patterns are not terribly daunting for a horse's first ranch show. And for the speed classes, we can actually somewhat do speed because she does get up and go and barrel race, and she does have a motor. Unlike Larry, he cannot go fast. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, and we'll see what happens today.
Extend the trot, please extend your trot. Hello? Your look, please extend your look.
All rocket donkey.
Alright, back to a regular look, please. Regular look.
Oh, good transition. That was good, Mama.
Everybody stop.
Good girl, Giselle.
So we're almost home. It has been a drive home since everyone out on the road is driving like idiots today. But today was a super successful day. Jet handled her first ranch show pretty well. We actually won the largest class of the day with 18 in it. And she placed basically top 5 in all her classes except her 2 trail classes, which she still did really good. She just kind of did it in Jet fashion of that she got the job done and it wasn't like show polished, but she still did everything. So I'm really happy with how she did, especially for having 0 practice for this show. Literally yesterday was a scramble of trying to figure out what bit I was going to show her in, and I'm still not convinced this bit is the match for her, but it's the only thing we came up with so quick. And but she was a good girl today. So, I mean, the judge seemed to really, really like her. even on her score sheets for all her riding classes and everything, like she mostly got a bunch of zeros and pluses. So she's off to a really good start if I wanted to kind of pursue doing a little bit with her. Look at Reba in the back. You can actually see her. She's all curled up sleeping. She's adorable. But no, Jet was great. Unfortunately, last weekend I thought it was like the Buckle show, and I was wrong. That was this show. And I was hoping that we were going to be in contention, but we weren't. Of course, my friends that show with us a lot are always it's always all of us like fighting for the top spots. But Jet was a good girl. She handled everything great. She was super well behaved for most of it. And yeah, so we'll kind of see what she does next. We actually have next weekend off of shows. And then, I don't remember what's after. I think that's that's the barrel race. They have a barrel race now the weekend after. That was supposed to be the rodeo weekend, which I haven't decided what's going on quite yet, because they added a barrel race now. So I was going to go enter this rodeo with Jet, and now they have a barrel race the same day. So I don't know what's quite going on yet with that. But then we have a barrel race going on. So it was a good day. Jet's actually favorite thing was the speed classes, I think, when she got to kind of turn barrels. And I let her loose, and she had a lot of fun doing that. And that was probably the one and only time I will win a ranch roundup class because Larry is not fast or turn tight around barrels. Meanwhile, Jet thought it was great. So it was a good day, super successful. Mike's a proud dad, I believe. Are you proud of Jet?
I done told you that like numerous times.
You have to tell the
today.
people.
Very proud of my baby girl.
Yeah.
And my wife.
Yeah. We did good. So now to get home and get her unloaded. She can chill for a little bit. And we'll see you guys next time when we go to barrel race.